Hey everyone, welcome to Discovering an L with Kevin. I'm Kevin. Alright, so before we dive into today's reaction, I want to recap the weekend's exciting games. In the NRL, we saw the Panthers triumph over the Roosters 30-10. I want to say sorry to fellow YouTuber Ozzy Tash, who's been cheering for the Roosters. Better luck next game. My team of choice, the Storm, had a great win against the Sharks, 37-10. Go Storm. The Cowboys also secured a victory over the Knights, 28-16. So up next will be the Bulldogs as they face off against the Sea Eagles. Now, I'm leaning towards the Bulldogs for this one. Let me know in the comments who you're going to be cheering for and supporting. We'll see how it goes. In the AFL, Port Adelaide defeated the Hawks, and Brisbane Lions took down the GSW Giants, surprising me. This sets up our Week 3 matchups for the 2024 AFL Finals. In preliminary Final 1, which is going to be on Friday, September 20th, Sydney will take on Port Adelaide. That'll be starting at 7:40 p.m. AEST. And the preliminary Final 2 match will take place the day after that, Saturday, September 21st, where Geelong will take on Brisbane at 5:15 p.m. AEST. Now, they're going to be pretty exciting games, and I can't wait to watch them. In fact, I subscribe to a few things myself so that I can watch it all here live, or when it's like stupid o'clock in the morning for me, because that 5:15 p.m. AST is going to be stupid in the morning for me. I can record it and watch it later on. So I'm looking forward to getting a chance to watch those games. And, of course, cheering on my team, the Sydney Swans, who I've chosen to barrack for. And go Swans, take out Port Adelaide. Maybe we'll see them face off against Geelong or Brisbane in the finals. We'll see what happens. Now, shifting gears from sports, or at least those sports, in my last video, I took a quiz on Australia. And while I initially scored a 22 out of 35, it got bumped up to a 23 after realizing, thanks to all of you, that I got the country dialing code right. That's right. +61 is the country dialing code. I was right. The quiz creator was wrong. So thank you in the chats for correcting that and letting me know. I think 23 out of 35 is a pretty good number. I want to know how you did. I will say this much. I got some plans to be chatting with some other Aussie YouTubers and influencers. And we're going to do some stuff together. I can't wait to share it with you all. But they're going to help me prepare for the next couple of quizzes I'm going to take on Australia. So maybe I can bump that up to a near 100% score. We'll see what happens. Looking forward to trying that one out. I also recently reacted to 10 Motorsports. There's nothing like it. This is Mount Panorama. This is Bathurst. And again, I just loved that video. But then you all suggest that I check out Waltrip's Ride for a Lifetime. That's, of course, Darrell Waltrip from NASCAR, where he's going to get his first taste of a V8 supercar, courtesy of Team BOC's Jason Bright, as they tackle Mount Panorama in Bathurst. And I'm excited to see this iconic track in action. You guys really hyped it up for me, so I can't wait to see it. I know Waltrip well. I loved watching Waltrip back in the day. I mean, NASCAR was, not as huge here as it is in the US, but big enough that there was a few of us supporters that still watched it and hung out. I loved playing video games of NASCAR and doing all of that. I mean, it taught me a lot about driving standard, actually, which is kind of cool. Now, I want to remind you all, if you are enjoying the content, to please go ahead and, of course, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and, of course, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And don't forget to check out my free virtual tours. You can head on over to virtualtours.online/Kevin. That's virtualtours.online/Kevin, where I'll be offering free virtual tours. Now, the next virtual tour that I'll be doing as of the recording of this video is going to be, at least where I live, September 24th. It's probably going to be the 25th in Australia, and it's going to be like stupid early in the morning, but I'm going to try to record it and have it up for you all on YouTube as well. But if you can join live, please go ahead and join live, because I'm going to be doing a nice walk in town. We've got some cruise ships coming in that same day, because where I live, there's a port. Beautiful event planned for the day. And we'll get to see a lot of really cool, amazing things and a lot of awesome tourists and a beautiful site of downtown. I'm going to finish that off with a short walk up a steep incline of a trail. And yes, I will be panting for breath by the time I get up there. I'm just going to say it right now. But on the top, it's going to have a beautiful panoramic view of the city of Corner Brook where I live, including the docks where the ships will be docked. So be sure to check that out in my next virtual tour. Okay, let's get started. Let's watch this video. I'm excited to see what y'all been telling me about. Let's go.
We're off and we're rolling. That is not possible. That is impossible.
Impossible.
That can't be done. Just lost my lunch. I didn't even have any. This is a geological oddity. This right here is what's crazy. This is.
I mean, to hear this right off the bat from Waltrip. I mean, y'all told me about this road and how it's a public road and you can drive it. And just doing the speed limit is already hard enough. And I've heard you read what you said in the chats about that. But Waltrip is an experienced NASCAR driver. And hearing him, whew, I can't wait to come to Australia and drive this road at the speed limit, of course.
It's crazy. What was I thinking? This is the toughest thing I've ever done. Oh, God, we left the ground again. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. I'm giving out. My arms are broken. I'm dying. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I would love to see him drive.
Can't even see where we're going, and he ain't slowing down. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, the dipper. The old dipper. Oh.
I mean, just look at the driver. This is what I can't get over. I mean, Waltrip is, again, you know, an experienced NASCAR driver. He's there really holding on tight, but Jason Bright, the driver, is just sitting there like, yeah, that's cool, we're driving, you know, just doing his thing. Obviously knows the track and has done this more than once, but wow, it's just the contrast of the two. Shed some light. I'll tell you, I'm glad y'all introduced me to this, by the way, because I can't wait to watch this coming up in October. Live.
I'm dying. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Not the corkscrew. Oh, mercy. No, Jason. No, easy, Jason.
Hi, bitch, not the corkscrew.
Believe it. Down in the dip up to him. This is gonna hurt. 200 miles a damn hour. Oh, crap. Oh, my gosh. I have never been on a ride like this in my life. That's good, buddy. Back her down. Quit playing around. I don't know what's
He ain't gonna back down.
your neck up that. It's hell corner. It's hell corner. Not hell corner. Not this part. I hate the corkscrew. The corkscrew is dumb. We put this on the road. You can't race on the track like this. Hey, man. Holy crap. Oh, pit road.
Pit row.
You're kidding. This circuit's been called many things, but a geological oddity by DW. He's down there with Mark Larkham.
I gotta say, Matty, I've been coming here a long time, Darryl, and that is the most entertaining piece of television I've seen come out of this place.
I was in shock. See, I talked to Jason. I thought he's a level guy, you know. He just seemed like a solid mate, you know, somebody you could depend upon. And so I thought we were just going to go out and take a little cruise, you know, go up to Mountain Straight and look at some turns and some parks. There's parks up there, and maybe a little look over the edge up at Skyline, you know. And what in the heck is an elbow doing in the racetrack? But anyway, so when we took off pit road, I knew I was in. I knew I'd make.
Is that? I was probably going to say it, and I'm going to be an idiot for asking, but is that? I think they called him. Was it Larko? The guy who actually narrated the video I did watch and react to.
Made a big mistake because when he
We'll
put
see if
that
they put the name down underneath.
he turned into Superman.
I've got to ask you, to put it in perspective, I mean, Darryl's to us a Peter Brock, a Dick Johnson in their own country, and as a racer, I'm really interested to hear your perspective of the V8 supercar. You've driven it all, you've won 84 NASCAR races, 3 titles. What do you think about our
Huge legend in
I
NASCAR
love
circuit.
these cars. Marcus Ambrose came to America to race, and when I saw Marcus race on a road course, I said, this dude he's one of the best, maybe the best I've ever seen in a stock car on a road course. I said, I'd like to see where he came from. I'd like to meet some of the guys he raced with. And so the opportunity to come here to Bathurst, which this race in the racing world, all over the world, this is one of the biggest races you'll ever go to. This racetrack, television doesn't do it justice. You don't see the elevation changes. You don't see how tight the turns are and how blind they are, and how blindingly quick you come down the Conrad straightaway into the chase right here. I mean, this is an amazing racetrack, and the guys that do well here, there's one reason why they do well here. They respect this joint, and you better have that in your mind when you start.
And in hindsight, I probably missed it when they said he was down there with Waltrip, because I was just gleaming with delight and laughing. But yeah, absolutely. Like I understand the perspectiveness from cameras and watching it on TV versus seeing it live and in person. So I get what he's saying, and I would love to. Maybe I should look at a topographical map, because I've gotten really good at understanding that with the topographical map of looking at the map, if it exists. I don't know. We'll see. But ultimately, yeah, I got to get there. I got to get to Bathurst. I got to drive Mount Peyton. Mount Panorama. There we go. Was it Mount Panorama? I just forgot the name of it. Oh my good Lord. My brain is not working with me today, but no, nonetheless, I do have to go to Mount Panorama in Bathurst, and it's a Mount Peyton. I don't know why it's a Mount Peyton, but anyways, yeah, and check that out and go for a little drive. I will be renting a car when I come to Australia, just so that I can do that and get a feel for that. Obviously, not at the speeds they're going. But nonetheless, get a bit of a gauge, and maybe because I'm noticing that September and October, end of September right up to the middle or end of October seems to be, in terms of what I'm getting into right now with AFL, NRL, and now this, seems to be like the best time to visit Australia. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, is booking my trip around then. I want to check out an NRL game. I want to check out an AFL game. Yes. Oh my good Lord, do I ever, in person. And I want to check this out, and be there to see this race happen in person. So yeah, I'm going to have to book it around that time, come out and hang out with you guys and figure out how that's all going to happen. I'll keep you guys updated on that nonetheless, because I do want to do this, and I do want to see all of this, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's go back and finish this video.
The race.
Well, you've actually told us, well, we've got some verbiage from you that we've never heard before. You've told us stuff about the track that we didn't know. Let's just run through a couple of the key items, Daryl. I'd love to go through. This is a geological oddity.
Well, it's just, of course, I'm in another part of the world, so geologically, I don't know where I am, but if I had to go around this track, I would say I was lost, because I had no idea where I was going or what I was doing.
I hate the corkscrew. The corkscrew is dumb.
Oh, my God.
The corkscrew's in Laguna Seca in America.
Well, I know it is, but, you call it the dipper, I call it the corkscrew. I always wondered, I've never been to Laguna Seca to do the corkscrews. I always wonder what that feels like. I now know it will scare the hell out of it. No.
The Laguna track is phenomenal too.
I forgot.
Hell Corner.
Yeah, it's over here.
My favourite. I just lost my lunch and didn't even have any.
Well, again, I was so surprised. I walked around and I talked to Kim and Brad Jones. They're buddies of mine they've been to America a few times, and I talked to them, and I looked old Jason over and I said, solid lad. He ought to have a good head on his shoulders, and really and truly, I thought we were just going for a little ride.
Look, can I say it's a pleasure to have you here, and we want to swap notes after, because you can tell me what a dude is, and I'm going to tell you what a hoon is.
Oh, a hoon!
All right, I'm going to go back for a second, because I got to find out the day.
But a geological oddity by DW. He's down there with Mark Larkin.
Yes, Mark Larkin. There you go. Yeah, I totally missed that at the beginning. Mark Larkin. So that is the guy who did the Bathurst. This is Bathurst video. Which, again, I mean, absolutely phenomenal. Just want to play back this for a quick second here, just because I can't get over his reaction. It's...
Oh, God, we left the ground again.
Like, oh, no, we left the ground again. How many times has that happened? Like, I remember watching Larko talk about this, and he was talking about, all of the different dips, and there's certain points when, like, only two wheels are touching the ground and so on. I mean... I will say this, having been to a lot of racetracks in person and seeing, Molson Indy, seeing some NASCAR races, TV never does justice to just how fast the vehicles are going. We just watched just then, like, I'll go back a second here. We just watched this part. And that didn't look overly fast, but that's because the camera angle went and followed the car. But if the camera had stayed straight and the car just drove past, it'd be a flash. It's insane. And to see what this track is like, to see the elevation changes, You know, all of those sharp turns that we saw on the map that Larko drew. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That is an insane track, an insane course. I have been watching a little bit, not much. I'm holding off, but I'm watching a little bit of some races that have happened there. I'm holding off because I really want to watch this year for the first time live and really experience that at the same time, you know, kind of as new and fresh as I can. But I also wanted to understand the track a little bit more before I watched it. So I did watch a couple of things, but this was my first time watching that one because you guys all suggested I should do that. And man, Waltrip's a legend. Love the guy, but that was friggin' hilarious. You guys are crazy in Australia. I just want to say that right now. 21 out of the 25 deadliest snakes. And yeah, like, yeah, okay, whatever. Was it like 50 million kangaroos to 30 million people? I mean, oh, I love you guys, man. I can't wait to visit Australia. It's going to be great. But that was an incredible ride. His reactions, I mean, truly something else. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it. And of course, as always, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and hit the notification bell. I just found out recently I had over 125,000 views on my videos. If every one of those viewers subscribed, I'd be at 100K by now. So if y'all want to go ahead and support the channel, that'd be great. I'd appreciate that greatly. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on not only my reaction, but also on what you think I should react to next. Don't forget to join the Discord as well for more discussions and recommendations. And of course, always explore my virtual tours. That is at worldvirtualtours.online/Kevin. Folks, thank you so much for joining me and for watching this with me. Until next time, bye for now. Hey, you enjoyed that video? Well, if you did, check out this one down below. It was a lot of fun to make. I think you'll enjoy that one as well. And if you really enjoy the videos on my channel, be sure to hit that little icon over there. That allows you to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And hey, join us over on the Discord. It's a lot of fun over there as well.